If you could have any prop from any album, which one would you choose? Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. I am responding to a contest entry that was a response to a contest entry. Okay, so Miss 80s has a contest out where you are supposed to create a Gimme 5 thread that people are supposed to respond to. And I've been watching a few, and I watched one yesterday by Mrhoffame. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's Mrhoffame. Mrhoffame. And it was really funny and inspiring. So he started giving 5 props from albums and that he would want to have in his home. So these aren't things that you would buy. These would be the original items used on the album that you could have as like a showpiece in your home. So some of the things that he mentioned were really cool, like the original Quiet Riot mask. Like, yeah, I would want that too. And one of the things that he mentioned was so funny. I would never want it, but it's iconic, and I understand why he said it. So he wanted the original poster that was used on the back of the Kiss Alive album. So you're going to see a picture of it. And when he mentioned that, I started laughing because, like he says in the video, it's weird and wacky, and yeah, I just wouldn't want that. But hey, I understand why someone would. So I went through some of my albums. I didn't like do this as seriously as he did, and I just grabbed 5 that I wouldn't mind. 5 props that I wouldn't mind having in my collection. So I'm going to start with John Grant. I really, really like John Grant a lot. And on the cover of this album, he is reading a book. I don't know what book it is, and I want it. So I would love to know what book that is, and I would like to have that book in my collection. Not a book. I want that one, the one he's holding. Right? It's got to be the original prop. And it looks like a kid's book because I see writing and there's not too much, and then there's an illustration, and I don't know, it looks like a scene out of Popeye. Okay. Next I'm going to cheat. I got 2. So I love Johnny Mathis. So he's sitting in this chair. That's the ugliest chair I've ever seen. Here it is on the back. But since Johnny is sitting in it, I want it. I want it in my room. Johnny, you can touch anything. I want it. And this is a cheat, right? I wouldn't mind having the original art. This is not really a prop, right? But I wouldn't mind having the original art that was used on this album so I could frame it and put it in my home. So that's kind of a cheat. Next, I would love to have Ray Charles glasses from this cover. I mean, those are iconic. Look at, and this cover's iconic, and I want those glasses. Pretty awesome. Okay, number 4. I would love to have Annie Lennox's Headdress. I don't know where I'd put it. Maybe I have to get a glass case and hang it in there. I'd love to have that original headdress that she wore for the cover of this album. It looks like a Mardi Gras piece, right? Or Brazilian carnival piece. So I almost said samba. And the last, number 5, I would love to have the original Tubular Bell that was used for the cover, for this cover shoot. I'm sure it's not that big, right? It's not going to be as big as an ocean. I'm sure it's pretty small. Although tubular bells can be huge, right? Because they're in those giant organs. I hope it's a smaller tubular bell, the original. I don't know what I would do with this gigantic tubular bell. But yeah, it would be cool to have this original tubular bell that was used for the cover shoot of that album. Okay, thank you so much for watching, liking, supporting, hitting the notification bells. If you liked this, please go ahead and watch one of my other videos. If you really liked it, why don't you go ahead and jump on this thread. Don't forget to tell Mr. Mrhoffame, sorry, tell him that you're making a video response. And also let Miss 80s Give Me 5 know that you're responding to her response. Because that's why she set up this contest, to like make it grow from there. Like a kind of like a tree spreading all out. Thank you again for the support. Watch one of my other videos.